Hello friends, today we are going to learn tense. As you all know, we have been reading and practicing the use of tenses since the school going days. The tenses are the most important part of English language. If you wish to write a correct sentence or wish to say anything to anyone, you need to express the idea in the right form of tenses. So, we are learning tense now. The definition of tense is the time described by a verb shown by its grammatical form. So, tense is the time of the action being performed. In simpler word, tense always shows the time. The word tense comes from the Latin word tempus, which means time. So, tense denotes the time of action of verb. So, only remember that tense denotes time of action of verb. So, there are types of tenses: present tense, past tense and future tense. Now, we are going to see present tense in this video. So, the definition of present tense is tense expressing an action that is currently going on or habitually performed, or a state that currently or generally exists. So, which is going on, the action which is going on, that we are going to express through the verb that is called as present tense. So, example is I am playing football. Here you will find I is the subject, playing is a verb and football is object. Now what I am doing? I am playing. So, playing, the action of playing is currently going on. So, the tense is present tense. He is writing a letter. He has not written a letter. The action of writing a letter is currently going on. So, the sentence reflects present tense. Now, what are the types of present tense? So, first one is simple present tense. Second, present continuous tense, present perfect tense, and last fourth one is present perfect continuous tense. We will study all these four subtypes of present tense one by one. So, first is simple present tense. Now, simple present tense is used to express an action in present time which is usually done on a regular basis. So, the action which we are doing on regular basis, that action which we are going to indicate through simple present tense. So, when a sentence is used to describe an action that's happening at present and does not indicate when the action is expected to end. So, here remember that we are representing the action, but we are not representing, or we are not showing, or we are not giving indication of its end. So, that one is called simple present tense. So, structure of simple present tense is very simple. So, subject, first take subject. In my basics video, you know the meaning of subject. So, subject plus verb. Verb should be in V1 form or base form plus object. So, remember that if the subject is third person singular, he, she or it, add yes or es or ies to the base form of the verb. Now, some examples we are going to take. First example is I write a letter. Here who write a letter? I. So, I is a subject. Now, verb is write and a letter is object. So, I write a letter, subject, verb and object. So, write is in base form, V1 form. It is as it is. The verb as it is we are using. So, base form we are using. So, the structure, remember the structure, subject plus verb plus object. Second example is the sun sets in the west. Here you will find the sun sets in the west. Here the sun is third person singular, and that's why we are adding this yes in to the verb, and we are making sentence like the sun sets. So subject plus verb plus yes plus object in the west. Third sentence is he gets up early in the morning. Here also he is third person singular, and that's why we are adding this yes to the verb, and the sentence is he gets up. So remember the structure: subject plus verb plus object, and when the subject is third person singular, then add yes, es or ies to the base form of the verb. Now what are the uses of simple present tense? Why we are using simple present tense? So the first use of simple present tense is for repeated or regular actions in the present time period. Some activities we are going to do on a regular basis. At that time we are using simple present tense to show such activities. For example, I take the train to the office. Every day I used to take the train. So here I take the train, subject and verb in its base form. So I take the train to the office. The train to Berlin leaves every hour. So every hour it leaves. So regular actions it is, and that's why leaves. Here you will find the train is third person singular, and that's why we have added yes to the verb. John sleeps 8 hours every night. So it is John's routine to sleep every night for 8 hours. So routine things we are going to denote by simple present tense. Next one, for facts. So the president of USA lives in the White House. So this is a fact, and whenever we are showing fact through tense, we are using simple present tense. A dog has 4 legs. So this is also fact, and that is why we are using here only simple present tense. We come from Switzerland. For habits, if suppose you are having some habits, whenever you want to express your habit, use simple present tense. For example, I get up early every day. Carol brushes her teeth. Carol is third person singular, and that's why we have added yes to the verb. So root verb and yes, brushes, es. So her teeth twice a day. They travel to their country house every weekend. Next one, for things that are always generally true. So first example, it rains a lot in rainy season. So always it rains a lot in rainy season. This is true. This is always true, and that is why we are using simple present tense. The Queen of England lives in Buckingham Palace. So Buckingham Palace, the Queen of England lives in Buckingham Palace. This is always generally true, and such things we are going to denote by simple present tense. They speak English at work. So always they are going to speak English at work, and so for things that are always or generally true, that we are going to denote through simple present tense. Now simple present tense in negative sentence. Sometimes we have to frame negative sentence. At that time, how to frame negative sentences in simple present tense. So structure of simple present tense in negative: subject plus auxiliary verb plus not plus main verb plus object. Here is the example. I don't like the food they serve at the restaurant. So I use do, and then I have used not. So do and not makes don't. Then I took like, that is first form of the verb, and then object, the food they serve at that restaurant. Gym doesn't work. Here you will find gym is third person singular, and that's why we have added es and then we have added not. So do plus es does, and that's why not doesn't work on Fridays. My friends don't usually leave so early. My friends don't usually leave so early. So here do plus not. I do not want to go with you. This is a simple sentence. I do not want is the root verb and to go with you is object. So simple present tense in interrogative sentence. All of you know interrogative means where we are asking a question. So structure is auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verb plus object. Remember this second structure because here I have mentioned which auxiliary verb. So do or does in third person singular only, otherwise you have to take only do. So plus subject plus first form root form, okay, V1 form plus object plus question mark. So examples are, do you surf the internet every day? Do, you is the subject, surf first form of the verb and then remaining sentence. Does your boss, third person, does your boss give you a positive feedback? Does Jonathan always turn off the lights? Don't you ever clean your room? Now, second is present continuous tense. So, it is used to express a continued or ongoing action at present time. Means the action is going on. It is we are currently working on that action, and that we are going to denote through present continuous tense. So structure of present continuous tense is very simple. Subject plus am is are plus verb plus ing, or you can say V4 plus object. So subject plus am is are plus V4 plus object. Let us take example. I am writing articles on different topics. So here I is subject. For I have used to be helping verb, that is am. Then writing ing form I have used, that is V4, and articles, that is object. He is reading various kinds of book. Here he subject, is helping verb or auxiliary verb, and then read is main verb and ing form, that is V4, and various kinds of book is object. Next they are playing football now. They. So to be helping verb are, then play ing, that is verb ing form, and then object. She is drinking coffee. So she subject is auxiliary verb or to be helping verb, and then V4, that is verb plus ing form and object. So what are the uses of present continuous tense? So when we are going to describe an action that is going on at this moment, then we are going to use present continuous tense. For example, you are using the internet. So now you are using, and that's why the action is going on, and at that time we are using present continuous tense. Next one, you are studying English grammar. The process of studying English grammar is currently going on, and that is why we are using present continuous tense. Next one, to describe an action that is going on during this period of time or a trend. For example, are you still working for the same company? So during the period of time or trend, more and more people are becoming vegetarian. So this is trend. Next one, to describe an action or event in the future which has already been planned or prepared. Sometimes the action or event is in the future, but we have already planned it. At that time also we are using present continuous tense. So, we are going on holiday tomorrow. So, we are going on holiday tomorrow, we are going, but it is already planned and prepared, and that is why we are using present continuous tense. I am meeting my friend tonight. So, future is there but already planned, and that's why present. With always, forever, constantly to describe and emphasize a continuing series of repeated action. Suppose we are using repeated actions, and because of that we are using present continuous tense. For example, Harry and Sally are always arguing. So, repeatedly they are going to argue with each other, and that action we are going to denote by present continuous tense. Next one, you are constantly complaining about your mother-in-law. So, daughter-in-law is always going to complain about her mother-in-law. So, constant complaint, routine action, always. So, repeated action is there, and that is why we are using present continuous tense. Now, present continuous tense in negative sentence, structure is subject plus am is are, plus you have to add not here, and then V4 plus object. V4 means main verb plus ing. So, I am not watching TV. I am watching TV, positive sentence or assertive sentence, and here I have added not before a main verb ing form, and that is why V4 form, and that is why this is the way to convert it into negative sentence. So, I am not watching TV. She is not going home. So, not before V4. Okay, going. It isn't raining. We are not waiting for you. So, before waiting I have used not. Okay. So, you know now where to use not. After first take subject, then take auxiliary verb like am, is, are. Then you have to take not and then V4 form, that is main verb plus ing form, and then you have to take object. So, they are not learning French. They is a subject, are to be helping verb, not, and then ing form, that is V4, and French is a object. Now, next one is a present continuous tense interrogative sentences. So, how to frame questions in present continuous tense. So, structure is first take am, is, are. Here subject should be followed by after am, is, are. Okay. So, don't take subject first, take am, is, are or to be helping verb, then take subject, then main verb and ing form, and then object. So, examples are, is he studying English? Here is first. So, helping verb, then subject, then V4, studying, study, ing, studying, and then object, and then question mark. Is he studying English? Are you doing homework? Are, helping verb, you, main subject, then doing, main verb, ing form, and homework, object, and then question mark. Are we learning a new lesson? Same. Am I playing cricket? So, now we are going to learn present perfect tense. So, the present perfect tense explains the incident that has happened in the past and that continues until the present time. So, which is happened in the past and which is going to continue until the present time. So, that incident we are going to refer through present perfect tense. So, structure is subject plus have or has plus V3 verb past participle plus object. Now, examples are she, then you after for she you have to take has, okay, to be helping verb, okay. So, to have helping verb I have used here has, and then V3 learn, learned, learnt, V3 form. and then object. I have eaten meal. I, subject, have, to have helping verb. Then eaten, eat, ate, eaten, V3, and then meal is the object. Next one, uses of present perfect tense. So if you want to describe an action that is being repeated between the past and present, so it is going to repeat between the past and also in present. That time you have to use present perfect tense. So we have gone to beach many times. So in past also we went to the beach, and now also we used to go on beach. So I have used we have gone to the beach many times. Again, if you want to describe an action which is started in the past and still will continue in the future, then also you have to use present perfect tense. For example, I have lived in the United States since 1990. So now she is living, and in future also she will live. So here use of present perfect tense. Now when you want to describe an action that has not yet been finished, that time also you have to use present perfect tense. For example, it has rained a lot this month. So not yet finished, action is going on. To describe an action that was completed in the recent past, recently we have completed that action, such action we are going to denote through present perfect tense. For example, I have just finished my internship at the museum. Again, if you want to describe an action when time was not an important aspect, for example, she has lost her wedding ring. So time is not important, but action is important, and whenever you want to describe such action, you have to use present perfect tense. Now in negative sentence, how you will use present perfect tense? So structure will be subject plus have or has plus not plus V3 plus object. So here examples are, I have not eaten meal. So here I, subject, have, then not, and then eaten is V3, and then meal is object. So I is a subject, have is a have form, and then I have used not, and then eaten V3, and then meal. Next, she has not learnt a lesson. Here she is the subject, has is a to have auxiliary verb. Then I have used not, then this one is V3, and then a lesson is object. Next one, present perfect tense in interrogative sentence. So structure will be, first you have to take to have helping verb, then you have to take subject, then V3 form, then object, and then question mark. So examples are, have I eaten meal? So have, then subject, then V3 form, and then object. Had she learnt a lesson? Same. Has, she, subject, then learnt, V3, and a lesson is object. Then last one is a present perfect continuous tense. So usually present perfect continuous tense is used for a situation that has occurred in the past and which continues until that moment. So it has occurred in the past and which is continues until the moment. So that time we are using present perfect continuous tense. Structure, here subject, then have been or has been. So have been or has been. Then V4, and then object. Verb plus ing means V4 and then object. Let's take examples. So, he has been watering the plants for 2 hours. So, here he subject has been, then watering V4 the plants object. So, subject plus have been or has been plus V4 plus object. I have been studying since 3 o'clock. I subject have been, then studying V4 since 3 o'clock, that is object. Now we will see uses of present perfect continuous tense. So whenever you want to say how long for unfinished actions which started in the past and continue to the present, we often use this with for and since. For example, I have been living in London for 2 years. She has been working here since 2004. So action which started in the past and now also it is going to be continued, and that is why we are using present perfect continuous tense. So next one, we have been waiting for the bus for hours. For temporary habits or situation, instead we use a word like recently. So for temporary habits or situation also we are using present perfect continuous tense. So temporary habits or situations. For example, I have been going to the gym a lot recently. Now see, recently the action or habit is denoted, and that is why present perfect is used. Now they have been living with his mother while they look for a house. I have been reading a lot recently. So if you are using with the showing habits or situation with the word recently, or recently you are using that habit or situation, you have to use present perfect continuous tense. Now present perfect continuous tense in negative sentence. So structure will be subject plus has not been or have not been plus first form of verb plus ing, that is V4 plus object plus time reference. Sometime you should give time reference, otherwise it's okay. Now he has not been watering the plant for 2 hours. Now he subject has not been. Okay. Then this one is V4 the plants. This is object and here time reference. Okay. So next one, I have not been studying since 3 o'clock. I subject have not been, then studying is V4 since 3 o'clock. So this is time reference. Next, present perfect continuous tense in interrogative sentence. So how to frame question through present perfect continuous tense? So structure will be has or have plus subject plus been plus V4 plus object plus time reference. So has he been watering the plants for 2 hours? So first I have used has, then I have taken subject, then been, then V4 and then the plants object. Okay. So this is the structure. Have I been studying since 3 o'clock? Again have, then I is subject, then been, then studying is V4, then since 3 o'clock is object, or you can say time reference. So summary of present tense. So present simple present tense. In affirmative, suppose the sentence is I have a car. In negative, you have to say I do not have a car. In interrogative, you have to use do first and then do subject and then have a car. Do I have a car? Then in present continuous, you are playing football now. In negative, you are not playing. Before playing, you have to use not, and then remaining sentence same. And then in interrogative, you have to take first to be helping verb and then subject and then V4. Are you playing football now? In present perfect tense, they have been there. In negative, you have to add not to have, that is they haven't been there. And in interrogative, you have to use like have they been here? So you have to use to have first, then subject, then been and then object. So present perfect continuous, I have been living here. Again for negative only you have to add not, I haven't been living here. And in interrogative you have to take first have, then you have to take they, that is subject, then been, then V4 and then object and then question mark. So this is the summary of present tense. Hope you understood present tense. Thank you so much.